How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And it is IPA time. In the form of Finback Brewing's Knoll. I've done a couple Finback reviews. At least one I know of. Well, two. They're BQE, base and barrel aged. I believe I've done a couple more. Awesome brewery. I love everything they do. Up to this point, everything they've done has turned me on, let's put it that way. That I've had. I haven't had everything because they're a little bit, they're out of Queens, but their beers, when you first start off, you start canning stuff, you pretty much keep it local. So I don't really see much of their beers. I've been lucky enough to have some of my viewers, mainly Tom from Brooklyn, kind of send me off some stuff. But as it would be, there is a bottle shop that is about a little bit over an hour away from me. That when I just dip in New York, I go there. For some reason, about a month or so ago, they just started getting hammered with Burrow cans, I guess you would say, whether it be Grimm or Finback and stuff like that. So, lucky me. So yeah, let's dive into this sucker, see what she's got. As far as what it says in the can, it says Finback Knoll IPA. Be fresh and drink now. Freshness wise, we are looking at, let's see. Today is the October 21st or 22nd? No, 23rd. Today's 23rd, and it was canned on the 5th, so 3 weeks old. Not even 3 weeks old. So, you date Nazis, I don't know how that works for you guys, but works for me. And yeah, label-wise, it's cool. It's your soup du jour style can as of late, especially with a lot of your like Brooklyn one pant leg up kind of breweries. A lot of geometric designs with like very slick kind of like new school 80s vibes to it. So yeah, I dig it. It is what it is. Let's just hope the beer's good. So yeah, let's give this sucker a pour. Okay. Finback, like I said, Queens, New York. Like I said, I've had a few of their beers, and what I've had from them has really kind of done it for me. I picked up 2 cans while I was up in New York. I did this one and their Oscillation, which I've had, but I haven't reviewed yet. So can't wait to dive in that sucker. Not tonight, though. Let's see. Pinky Finger, just off Whitehead. Pretty creamy up top, but definitely rocky on the edges. And yeah, it's got a super, super subtle haze to it. Very gentle, muddled, yellowish kind of haziness to it with a very, very, very snow globy, creepily kind of soft carbonation to it. You can see big bubbles kind of pop up every now and then. So, yeah, she looks like an IPA. Let's put her that way. What kind of IPA? Let's see what she's got on the nose. I'm definitely getting citrus. And I'm getting this green, tomato stocky, subtly danky kind of thing off of it. But there's something there I can't pick out. An odd smell. And it's not a negative smell, but it's not something I typically get at IPAs, and I really just can't kind of nail it down in my brain. Yeah, so you're getting a bright citrus. You're leaning more grapefruit on this one. There's a very, very, very subtle stone fruitiness going on in there. Then I'm getting this kind of like subtle greeny dankness, but at the same time, like I said, a weird, unidentifiable smell, almost like a savory umami kind of vibe going on somewhere in there. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I dig it. It's not turning me off in any way. I just kind of confused by it. So malt wise, really not much there. It's kind of dominated by the hops, but it smells thin. It smells light. Let's put it that way. So ABV wise, did I read it off? I don't know if I did, and I don't know if it's actually on here. I don't see an ABV on here. So I mean, it smells like it's up there. It smells like it's in the 7% range, but while I can tell it's 7% range smell wise, it smells like it's gonna not have the most heartiest of mouthfeels, I guess you would say. So let's find out. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, definitely thin. Really thin. And that kind of savoriness, that umami I was speaking of, it's definitely there in the mouth. Yeah. It's not bad, though. It's just odd. It's way thinner than I expected it to be. Even though I thought it was going to be a bit thin. And that citrus or in that subtle stone fruitiness with that little bit of dankness is there in the mouth, but it's way less than what you'd expect based off of the nose. It's a nice beer. Super crushable, super chuggable. I want this to be a 4% beer. I know it's not a 4% beer, but I want this to be a 4% beer. And if it was a 4% beer, I dig it, but I still wouldn't be blown away by it. Yeah, and then you have that weird underlying nondescript kind of savoriness that, while I think it actually is fun, I don't know if it's fun because it's confusing me or it's fun because I actually like the flavor, but it's there. I don't know what it is, but it's not a negative. It's just something that's a bit different, I guess you would say. So yeah, let's talk about it. It's one of the better pale ales I've had as of late. No. Just too thin, not as, I guess you would say, balanced as it should be. And while that unique kind of underlying weird subtle savoriness underneath I like, it's not something you expect from a beer like this, so I think some people might be turned off by it. Let's see. Value and availability. I think it was $5 and change. It's kind of par for the course can-wise cost when it comes to your borough beers, as I like to call them, whether it be Finback or Grimm or whatever. When they get out here, they're usually going to be, right around that range, $5 or so bucks for a can. I don't know actually what it retails at the brewery, but I would hope this would be right around the $12 to $13 range, maybe even a little bit more because we are dealing with New York prices. But yeah, it's for its price point, it's probably a little bit butthole puckering. And yeah, just say if you like what we like this. If you like trying beers and you want to see how beers can be different from what they're, I don't want to say intended to be, because I don't want to say like this is not what they intended to be, but this is definitely a unique pale ale. It's a bit thinner, like I said, than I'd like it to be. The hop flavors, while cool, are a little bit less than I'd like them to be. And that weird kind of like, that works for me. I kind of keep saying that kind of weird underlying savoriness that I cannot pinpoint. I dig it. So it works for me. Is it going to work for you? I don't know. But if you want to try stuff from Brewery that's trying interesting things, trying to do different stuff, which is what they're doing over there, then it's definitely worth picking up. But if you're looking for your traditional, I shouldn't even say traditional, if you're looking for your new school, typical IPAs that are hazy and juicy and the whole nine, you're not going to get it here. This is more like, okay, I want to taste, this is almost like a Pilsner that they try to get weird with. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting off of it. And while it's cool, I think the price point and expectations of what it is when you're talking about an IPA from Finback or breweries of the like, it's kind of outside of that realm of normalness. I dig that. I dig experimentation, but it's probably not what you're going to expect. So if you're looking for your oscillations of the world and stuff like that, it might not be for you. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers. All 4 of those places. If you want to check us out anywhere else on the internets. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a interesting new beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.